Virgos, this is going to be your general reading. Any information on personals will be in the description box below. And if you're interested in purchasing my manifestation oils, which are 40% off, the link for that will be in the description box as well. So let's see what you guys have coming up. You may have to flip the roles. And also shout out to Destiny for getting me this deck. I really love it and I appreciate her so much. So Virgos, we have the Empress. We have the Ten of Cups. Two of Wands. Justice. Ace of Pentacles. Five of Wands. The Moon card. And the Five of Pentacles. Overall, we have the Magician and the Two of Pentacles. So this is the best spread I've seen all week. With the Empress, it's like you're going to be in your full power, manifesting the things that you desire. Whether you're male or female, you really worked hard to get to this point. Yes, there may be things that you could work on in your life, as we all can. But for the majority of you, you're probably at the best place that you've ever been in when it comes to yourself and the healing that you've done. You're showing up either as the Divine Feminine or the Divine Masculine, or you could simply be a mother or father. But the Ten of Cups is like you feeling emotionally content and fulfilled, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or single. This is you getting your desires. And because of how much work you've done on yourself, there's some sort of gift that's coming in from the universe. New car, new job, new relationship, a connection that will basically stand the test of time. This could also be blessings in the form of peace of mind, just enhancing what you already have, or something tangible that, you know, will bring some beneficial energy to your life. But I also feel like as you are feeling content and as you're doing well with yourself, people around you are like fighting, having conflicts. But what these individuals didn't realize is that by messing with you, they were actually going to bring detriment towards their own life. So the Empress is someone that's just here by herself. You may have been pushed out of a certain dynamic, whether it was a friend group, something having to do with your career, or your family tends to outcast you in some form or fashion. This is actually a blessing in disguise because you were pulled away from people that had a lot of chaotic energy around them. And sometimes that energy will transfer, especially to individuals that you're around. If you did have someone do you wrong, or a group of people team up against you, they are now fighting amongst themselves because whatever they tried to do to you has now backfired. But some of you may be having issues financially. This could be job loss or just not having as much income as you'd like, and maybe even having a lot more bills piling up than revenue coming in. This is not going to last for long. And I also feel like this is something that just may be caused by the holiday season, maybe having to spend more money. If you have been feeling left out in the cold and pushed out, if anyone did make you feel as an outsider, they're going to be dealing with that same energy amongst their family and friends and people that they held near and dear to their heart at the expense of you. Because with Justice, something happened in the past that was unjustified to you, and your ancestors and guides are not having it. This was meant to be balanced out with time. I just feel like what they're waiting on is for you to be able to get to a stable place within yourself, to where you would know, like, you don't need anybody else to make you happy. You didn't need to be amongst these people that were chaotic and toxic in the first place anyways, because they would have brought you down. Had you still been tied to this person, this dynamic, these people, you would have never gotten to this place of where you're feeling content in your own energy. Like, that in its own is a gift, because you don't have to rely on anyone else. Yes, you may be having some issues, or, you know, you could have improvements, as we all can, but overall, like, you're doing so great within yourself. You can manifest anything that you want. Yes, it's going to take time, at least 2 to 3 months minimum, for you to get whatever this is that you desire, depending on how big the manifestation is. But overall, you have such good favor and good karma on your end that all you have to do is put out that energy and take time and put effort into the things that you want. Sitting outside with fresh air, or just at night during a full moon, or when you're able to see the moon, I feel like it's something that will also help you. Some of you could have a strong connection to the moon, or that just may be one of your guides in some form or fashion. And it is saying to use that to your benefit, because you already have the tools that you need to attract what it is that you desire. And it's only a matter of like using those tools properly and giving it time for you to be able to receive your manifestations. Look, we have wishing. Yeah, some of you have been wishing upon a star for something, a relationship, a new house, new car, new job, to travel even. The wishes are going to range with each individual person watching. Some of you have been wishing for like notoriety, for experience. 1 second. And in the past, the reason why you didn't get these manifestations is because you were still in the beginning stages of learning. And you're going to receive a message from someone who right now took a risk away from you, or they took a risk to do something against you. And they're basically paying the price of it now, because with the High Priestess of Air in reverse, there's a lot of dishonesty happening around whoever this was that took a risk away from you. So let's say it was a love interest that chose to leave you behind and go towards whoever the other party or the outside individual was. They are now fighting amongst the friends and the family that encouraged them to be in this bad behavior player type of energy. Because this person's realizing like, wow, I lost someone that was actually good to me, that treated me right, that I could have built with. And I did so because I listened to these outside influences. And someone's like beating themselves up about the deceit that they had towards you. Someone chose to be deceitful, whether it's lying, cheating, being underhanded, working against you behind the scenes, and it's backfired now. It may have taken some time, but we all have choices, right? You chose to stay in the light. You chose to do what was right for you. And you chose to do what was right for other people involved by not hurting them, not being deceptive towards them. And this other person chose to be in the dark side. They chose to feed into their lust, their toxicity, whatever it is that their flesh wanted at that time. And you chose to focus. And the more focus that you put towards you, ultimately because you were forced to, the better that your life became. And now that you're on this up and up and you're kind of on this throne, you don't want anyone to come in and knock you down because you worked so hard to get to this point. And whoever this person is that wants to give you honesty through this message, they may not be met with welcoming energy, especially if this was someone that hurt you deeply and they left you alone to just kind of lick your own wounds and heal. You're not going to be very open to them, as you should. Because this person, I feel like, faulted you for your individuality, for being different, for being a person that like stood on their own, that didn't follow society's programming. This may have been someone that wanted a specific look, or they wanted something different, or something that was superficial that they felt like you couldn't meet. This person fed into their lust, whether it's lust of the flesh, whether it was just like gambling between you and something that wasn't right for them. Yeah, they chose a path that was forbidden. Someone around you or people that you were connected to chose to go on the forbidden path, which may have been bullying you, isolating you, mistreating you, treating you as if like you didn't matter, making you feel very vulnerable inside. And that choice and that risk ultimately is going to cost them something of value, costing them their money, costing them their status, costing them their relationship, friends, family. It's going to be different for each person because not everyone was betrayed in the exact same way. But all I know, when it comes to you, you're sitting pretty on your throne. You're happy, you're content, you're just focused on your family, your children, if you have any, or just focused on your household, focused on the things that bring you joy and passion and drive, and as you should. These people that are going to be crawling back, well, they should have thought about how they treated someone, especially with the disrespect that they put on you, and kind of just left you high and dry. Like, that's so wrong. So, Virgos, what else do you guys need to know? We have Two of Wands, the Moon. Some of you may be afraid to take a risk or to choose a new direction because you don't know how it's going to turn out. But because you're such a good person and you have such good karma upon you, just know that even if you make a mistake, your angels will catch you, or you will still be detoured into the right place, regardless of what decision you make. But you wrapping up a cycle with someone who was very cold towards you, who was maybe even abusive in some form or fashion, was like the best thing that you could have done for yourself. Because the King of Swords tends to be manipulative, maybe even dangerous, and judgmental, irrational. You were around people that were just like power crazed. Like they just wanted power at any form or fashion, even if they had to do something inhumane to other people. Some of you may have been dealing with a partner that was absent, like having children with like an absent father or absent mother. But either way, you deciding to move away from these people that just caused you betrayal, sometimes even being forced to move away, helped you invest in closing out a cycle. And now you're actually going to get something that's of true value. This is like gaining a friend that's a lifelong friend that's actually there to help you progress and grow. They're going to feed into you just the same way, attracting new opportunities that are going to be beneficial to you, that are going to be God sent. So things that you're going to be receiving, at least within the next 7 to 9 weeks, maybe 10 weeks, are going to be God sent opportunities. So it's not going to be something to break you down. It's not going to be people that have been sent by the devil to essentially make your life harder, to make you miserable, to make you have to heal. Just have discernment and know that anyone from the past that's coming back, they're going to have false pretenses as to why they're returning to you. Either they're trying to alleviate their own suffering, alleviating their own karma, and they think like, oh, if I go say sorry to the Virgo placement, my life's going to get easier. But that's not how it works. And just continue moving away from anyone who caused you heartbreak, pain, sorrow, misery. They caused you to even want to unalive yourself because of how much stress that you were under, like how miserable you felt. Some of you really went through a lot of trauma, and it took you so much time to work through that. And there's no reason why anyone who put you in that position should have any way or chance to get back into your life. I also see new cars coming in for a select few of you, and a sign that if you do need to service your vehicle, please don't try to delay that, because it will cause wear and tear on your car. And make sure that you're getting those tires checked. But with the Lovers, you've definitely ascended. I feel like you've also gained some form of new ranking, and that comes with new blessings, new opportunities, new spiritual gifts as well that you can tap into, being able to read people a lot easier, and that comes with experience. So that's the end of your reading. I hope you like it, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night. Bye.